Alright, so I made a new Wizard101 account and I'm gonna I'm going to start a playthrough of Wizard101. And it's gonna be like a fun playthrough. I'm gonna try to solo things and I'm gonna try to use cool strategies and also I'm gonna try to make the playthrough challenging by like doing challenging dungeons such as in Wizard City, Sunken City, and beyond that I'll do challenging dungeons in every world. And so I'm gonna create my wizard.
Look, Gamma. Finally, we have found one. Oh. A young wizard. A student with amazing potential. Oh, really? Where? Very. I wonder what manner. Perhaps we should consult the Book of Secrets. Aha. Oh, where? I wonder what manner of wizard they might become. Perhaps we should consult the Book of Secrets.
Headmaster Ambrose turns to regard you intently.
Answer these questions to find out what type of wizard you are.
Like I used to, normally I would do this. I'd get a medal for myself, but I guess people change, so I'm just gonna do the quiz for fun. So apparently I heard from other people's playthroughs, like Ferrick's playthrough, he said this gem question will basically determine your school. But I didn't want to choose fire, so I'm just gonna I'm trying to do like I'm trying to solo everything. I'm trying to create my first wizard so that I can solo every dungeon. Like I saw Ferrick's playthrough where he soloed the heroes dungeon or boss fight in Lemuria, and so he was basically the first one to solo it. So I felt really like inspired to to also try to be like the first to solo a certain boss fight. So I'm gonna go with the Death School because it's the best solo school. Like, I mean, it has to be the best solo school. At least on the surface, Death is the best than Life. Like, Death has to be, like, the best because the drains.
But now that we know what you are, what do you look like?
Dude, there should be a way to take off the hat, because the hat is really like covering my hair. I think the silver hair looks good on a Death Wizard. So I can't take the hat off. These three are really good. It's like fire, water, grass. Dude, this makes you feel like you're playing an MMO where there's different like races you can choose between. Like you can choose between like the MMOs like World of Warcraft, you can choose like elves and other species, but here you can these are like dragon eyes. So it's like you can pick between um the dragon spire like species. But I'm probably gonna go with one of these. What the heck is this? Alright. This one's actually pretty cool for a Death Wizard. I just need to change the suit to some darker colors. Dude, like imagine a Death Wizard with like a silver ice themed hat. So Mercury and Silver, those are like also the Death School colors. There's not really many options. It's like you only get like the rainbow colors. So the color palette I'm going for is like the Death Wizard with like the black shirt and then like the white like trims. So it's like Mercury silver. It's really cool. Right. I think that's a really good. I think that's pretty much perfect.
Remember, if you ever wish to alter your... All right then. What is your name?
All right. So the name we're gonna choose is basically gonna be permanent. So this could be the best decision or the worst decision ever. Like this could be the best decision or the worst decision. So I guess I have two ideas. One idea is Lale as the first name. The second option is Oren. So what the- dude, I was gonna name myself Oren Berry. Oren Berry, as in like the berry in the Pokemon games. But apparently that's not allowed. I could do like Oren Winter. But I mean, the only combination name you could really make is Oren Berry. So that's a pretty good like last name, but I'd have to switch the name up. So yeah, I have to pick a new name, I think. I was gonna do Oren Berry, but that didn't work, so I could do Wolf, but that doesn't sound right. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. I'm really stuck. How is... Yeah, I don't have a name in I don't have an idea for this. That's actually not a bad name. So I'm thinking of doing Valyrian Sea something and or Valyrian Night something. So because like sand and sea are kind of they like remind me of Mount Olympus because there's like the sand squid in Mount Olympus, and then sea Atlantia is obviously like related to the sea. I could be Nightbringer, Daybreaker, and Nightbringer. Isn't Nightbringer a thing? Isn't that like a spell? Nightbringer. I'm pretty sure that's a spell. Because it's Daybreaker and Nightbringer. That's actually pretty lit. Valyrian Nightbringer. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I'm in.
Well, hello. If it isn't our newest student. My name is Earl Ambrose. We're expecting to move around. My owl friend would like to speak with you.
Hello! Mind wizards test there to become wizards.
So I don't actually get to play the game yet. I have to do the tutorial first. Whoa.
Ooh! You'd best fall through the tower.
Say, you have permitted them. Words that are valid will show up white. Words that are not allowed by the filter will show up red.
Who's there?
Ambrose,
You are no longer.
I'm here.
Hurry up.
Don't be.
Run up and confront them. Be brave. I will guide you. You've drawn these spells from your deck. Quickly. You must choose a spell and use it to. Oh my, you're hurt. You'll need to pay attention to your current health. This red crystal ball shows your health. If you run out of it, the blue crystal ball shows how mana is magical. And when you're out of it, so distracted. Where were we then? Right. spell and cast it. That spell reduced the power of your own spell.
At last, you fools earn your keep.
Cast this balance blade spell on yourself. It will increase. This one learns fast, Alistair. Two can play at that game. I've got it. Use this Meteor Strike spell. With the Balance Blade spell you've already cast, the Meteor Strike...
Like the first time I played the game, like the cards in the tutorial are really cool. Like Meteor Strike just looks so good, and it does 395 damage.
Oh, excellent work, young.
Another tap, and now I'll take my leave of this wretched place.
He's got... Oh, my. On the right, this expect when the bar filled. Now, do you have what's that? Well, this is the menu chat button. Click on it to say something. You'll also need a spellbook and a wand. There you go. No young wizard should ever do without them. I should say young wizard...
Dude, he just gave me a bunch of dark sprays in my deck. And I got the most overpowered wand. It's so good. So according to these cards, Balance has the same DPP as Life School, which is pretty surprising, but like all four of these schools, Balance, Death, Ice, and Life, have the same DPP for the first spell, damage per pip. It's pretty interesting. Dude, this has 75 accuracy, but it only does 5 more damage. That's such a scam. Like, these cards are so bad for their accuracy. They nerfed the damage because they gave, like, the wand some accuracy. But some of these spells are just, like, irrelevant because of their low damage compared to Dark Sprite, which is 85 accuracy.
Welcome to Ravenwood. Times are not normal. You've demonstrated such splendid. Time is of the essence, so I'll teleport you there directly. Seek out Private Connolly. Welcome to Europe. There are creatures here who will attack you if you get too close.
Whoa, guys.
Wizard, did you see the symbol above Private Connolly's head? That means he has something important to tell you. Go speak with him.
What's that? say the headmaster sent you to help us. Well, you're just the person, or wizard, I've been waiting for. There seems to be a presence. The guards not even doing our deck. Maybe you're fat.
Rattle the monster. If you get close enough to them, they will summon a combat if you want to.
If you can drive away some of these lost souls, we'll be in your debt.
Dude, the graphics of this game have always looked so good. Like the cars just always look so good when I played this like in 2008. Like the graphics always of the cars just look so good.
I am here, student wizard. While your character is transparent, you are safe from combat, but it only lasts for a short time. Get to the sidewalk before it wears off.
That's the time. We'll follow your lead and stop pushing. Don't worry, we won't be able to drive the phantoms away. We've got to find out what's behind us. Another clever skill. Searing Nightshade also came at him. Maybe he's learned something.
Oh, hey there, I'm Sarah. You're new here, aren't you? Well, I for one am very glad you're here. I couldn't help but notice how you took down those lost souls. I have to say, I'm quite impressed by your spell-slinging skills. When I heard there was trouble on Unicorn Way, I rushed right over. But then I saw what's out there. Skeletal pirates. Skeletons I can handle, but skeletal pirates? Yar! No,
Excuse me. Did I hear you two talking about...
it would be good to know exactly what we're up against. Do you think you could battle? Great! I'll mark their location on...
Oh, press M to access your map. You'll notice several points of interest, including the locations of enemies. Because you'll be engaging in combat. If you need to boost your health. Oh, if you need mana, collect blue wisps. Remember, castings.
Go battle a few of the skeletal pirates on Unicorn Way. The guards will appreciate a report on their combat tactics.
I'm glad I... If something isn't up, Olivia is offering you a quest mark with stars are part of the main story. Side quests are optional, but allow you to gain additional rewards. Good hunting.
Oh boy. I really don't side quests aren't really necessary, but they redid the Unicorn Way quest line, so I technically have never done that quest storyline because I only played before they updated Unicorn Way. So I've never actually done the redone quests. I've never done the new quests. So I might as well like do it just because I wanna know if it's gonna give like a new. I want to know what the story's gonna be for the new quest. How come I'm lagging? And why is there a 3-star bonus? I hope they don't report me for that. I'm talking smack just because, you know, it's content, so. Me first. I'm just saying it because this guy was trolling me, so I'm making content. This is good content. If I KO, I'm gonna say haha. If it doesn't KO, I'm gonna say oh no. Dude, I don't have a mount. This guy has a mount already. Why is there a hole in the wall? What the? Dude, this guy that's talking smack has a mount. Oh, it's a one-day mount. I thought it's an actual mount. Dude, I'm so slow. Dude, I want to buy a mount, but gold is so hard to come by when you're on a new account. Well, I mean, there are ways to get gold. God dang it, I have to actually farm for gold. That's depressing. Oh, I can't fish yet, can I? Because I'm level 2 or something. I'm level 2. I'm level 3. Oh no. It's placed in my bank. Why didn't he put it in my backpack? Dude, it literally just said it. Put it in my bank. Flawed bond. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I thought they locked my wand, but they didn't. Dude, I want to go fish for some blackberry jellyfish so that I can turn that into gold. But I can't. I don't even have my energy, so apparently that means. Apparently that means like you can only get energy at like level 6 if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, or is it level 2 you can get energy? I really don't know. Oh, or maybe I have to teleport to somebody else in the pet pavilion to start the quest. Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, like, cause fishing and pet training are two different things. So technically, maybe fishing should unlock my energy bar, but no, that's probably not how it works. Dude, the death school is pretty cool. You have stuff like ghoul. It's just a pretty cool school. I really want to get. I really want to start fishing, but I can't. I can't fish yet. I can't go into the pet pavilion, and I can't go into here to get the houses that have the blackberry jellyfish. So I'm basically stuck. Whatever.
Oh, wow! The pirates warned about... See, this is what I was talking about. Pirates are always creepy. What is clear is that some evil magic has... There is a powerful ancient... Not only does Lady Ark... Perhaps she's heard something about this rattle in the darkness. Go speak with her in the hedge maze at the far end of Unicorn Way.
So I was gonna take this hat off because it looks kind of ugly, but it actually doesn't look ugly at all. So I'll just keep wearing it. It actually looks pretty cool because I'd rather like lose some stats than wear something that doesn't look cool. Just kidding, but like, and I could do that. Like if the hat really looks that bad, then I'll just not wear a hat that gives stats. I'd rather just not wear an ugly hat at all. Yeah, so I should buy some crowns and then buy a mount. Or maybe not. Yeah, I should buy some crowns and then I can buy a mount. Dude, isn't there something that lets me sort them by price? How is the white stag cheaper than like the chestnut pony? Like that's not doesn't really make sense in this economy. So they're all 50k and like 70k gold. So I've pretty much used all of the mounts except for I pretty much used all the mounts, but back in the day I'd use like the Bengal tiger and the blue dragon, but I've never actually had a I've never used an enchanted broom that often. So I could try using that for this playthrough. I could buy an enchanted broom because it's cheaper on like a new account for a newbie account. So I basically started a new wizard because that's a really cool like journey to do. On the other hand, like I was also thinking about doing a playthrough where I basically have a 0 crown, 0 membership playthrough.
Halt! What happened? Forgive me, young wizard. These dark times make me leery of new
A playthrough where I don't buy
But now
crowns and I
see
don't
the
buy
light
membership,
within me.
because
We've much
that way I
to
have to like get membership through the membership potion. So I have to like farm for empowers and then sell those empowers on GTP Gamma's Trading Post for membership potions in the shop. So I'd probably need like 2,000 empowers for one potion, and I'd have to find like a free-to-play way to acquire that many empowers to trade for a membership potion, so that I could then quest higher up, and then farm for more gold or stuff to trade for more membership potions. That would have been a cool playthrough, but I don't know. That seems maybe it's not as fun. So it would have been really fun to do like a free to play to membership potion playthrough. But whatever.
Forces that loosed the undead, vile bone cages have appeared along Unicorn Way. They are filled dispel the dark magic in the bone cage. It pains me to say it, but once you've dispelled the bone cages and collected the fairy dust, return to me immediately. Good luck, young wizard. May the light guide you.
Yeah, I don't need to do side quests at all. Like side quests don't really help me with anything. Like, okay, I'll talk about that later. But there's something else I wanna. There's another idea I wanna, like try out for Wizard 101. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you can do in like an MMO or Minecraft, those types of games. Like back before they remapped, like or they redid Unicorn Way, back before they did that, it took quite a while before you could actually get to Ariel. So it's really cool when you first met Ariel, but now like it's it's literally like the third quest in Unicorn Way. Like basically the third quest asks you to meet Ariel and talk to her, but yeah, it's a lot quicker. I mean, maybe it's better this way because the first street isn't really interesting. Dude, I'm gonna explode. Like, this one street mob is stomping me. Like, how did I lose half my health in 2 turns? Like, I can't make this. I can't make this up. Like, I can't make this up. Dude, it won't let me. It won't let me like open the cage in the same realm. So I think if I remember correctly, I can switch realms and then open the cage again. Never mind. I was just. I obviously knew that wouldn't work. I was just saying that because you guys didn't know that you have to find that you're not allowed to reopen the same box, the same cage. Obviously, I knew that wouldn't work. Alright. That's 75 accuracy.
You hear a tiny, joyful voice calling your name.
Thank you for helping us, kind wizard. Your courage and benevolence will not soon be forgotten by the fairy folk.
You cemented. Now we must root out who is behind this attack. Is that? So you must hurry. Here, take this book. You'll receive the temporary. Do it quickly. Quickly, you must ride to Siren at once. Ask him if he knows of a tower ringed in bones. Go.
So I remember, like, there's two bosses in Unicorn Way, at least two, like, dungeon bosses. There's Rattlebones and there's Lady Blackhope. So I feel like one of those bosses was from a side quest and one of them was in the main quest line. So I wonder if it's still like that, where I'm only gonna battle one of the bosses unless I do all the side quests, which I'm not gonna do because side quests. I did them. I did every side quest in my first playthrough, so I already know the storyline. So it's not gonna really give me any value if I do the side quests.
I'm Oriental. Underworld is in attack. Well, the skeleton pirates do seem to be concentrated around the old archives.
So I've been like speeding through every single fight, but in reality I could lose. I could like die early on in Wizard101 in the first street, even though it seems like it's impossible, but it's actually possible to lose in the first street. So I guess I should like take this seriously. I shouldn't just like act like I'm farming these quest bosses. I could go to the library to buy some healing TC or something, or some shields, but I think I'm good with Heartbeat. I think I'm good with Heartbeat, so I'm gonna play it safe, play it consistent. So I actually could lose. I actually could lose right here. If I fizzle 3 times in a row, I could actually lose. And I don't even know if I have enough spells to finish the boss. Because, like, let's say he has 400 health, then I use 2 spells on the minion, and then I don't have enough damage for the boss. So I'm gonna have to put in more spells. $115. Okay, so I went first, so I can't lose even if I fizzle 3 times in a row. I hope I can like successfully navigate Wizard City. I mean, I know like it's okay to lose sometimes, but um, I think I should do this the normal way. I mean, okay, fine. So like, yeah, I might die a few times in Wizard City, but I don't want to die to like the first street and shit. Like, Oh, I got a pet! Oh, it's... I thought it was pretty good because it's a 680 max happiness, but obviously happiness doesn't even do anything. I mean, it barely does anything. It actually does do something, but it doesn't do much. Dude, I got a pet in my first boss fight. I must be blessed. Dude, it's a sprite. I am blessed. It's like in Pokemon Ash, he meets a Ho-Oh on his first street, and so that's how you know this guy's blessed to become like a Pokemon master. So I'm blessed to become a Pokemon master, or a wizard master at least. So actually, I can hatch a pet soon because I can train this to adult. So I already got my first pet for free, but it has really weird stats. But I know that when they redid Unicorn Way, they also added some pet quests later on in Wizard City, so I can get a better pet for free from the pet quest. I have 80 gold. That's so good.
You did it, didn't you? You, the darkness plague with Rattlebones defeated. The gods should be. Ooh, that tome looks important. You should take it to the library in the commons. Harold Arviston will know what to do with it. You've just collected a reagent. Reagents go in your reagent bag, which you can access by selecting the crafting tab in your spell or by pressing J on your keyboard.
So I actually have to do crafting because it's a new. I have to do crafting basically because it's like it's part of one of the really important parts of the game. So I'm gonna have to craft and I'm gonna need reagents. So I guess that means I have to. I guess that means I'm gonna have to either farm the reagents or I'm gonna have to buy the reagents from outside of the game. I can buy them from GTP, buy reagents. The first time I played Wizard101, back when I was a kid, like, treasure cards were so cool. And also the item cards were really cool. Okay, I need to put some TC in my deck just in case. I don't want to die too early. I don't want to die too early. Okay, fine. I actually don't want to lose in this Nuzlocke, so... Well, not Nuzlocke, but in this playthrough. Because, like, it's a challenge to, like, win as often as you can. Wait, so does that mean I just finished Unicorn Way? Because, like, there's no way it's that short. Yeah, I'm not done yet. Actually, I am. I'm level 4. So after you finish Triton Avenue, I expect myself to be level 7. So technically, I am done with the main Unicorn Way quest line. There's only the side quests left. The side quests. Aha! Yeah, so I am done with Unicorn Way, as I assumed, based off of my level. Level 5 is too high for Unicorn Way, considering finishing Triton Avenue gets me to level 8 only. So I would be like level 8 after Triton Avenue, so this is pretty much the right time.
Potion flasks, refill your potion flask, and most importantly, make sure they are completely full, with a top on them, or you cannot use them when you need them.
Yeah, so back in the day, I was a free-to-play player, so I could only play until Triton Avenue. So that's how I know like the level that I'm supposed to get to once I get to Triton Avenue. Dude, it's so interesting. I literally have a new account, a brand new account. I have 0 items in my bag. It's literally a brand new account.
You mind, Mr. Lincoln? Are you allergic? Well, when in the storm school, we instruct young and weave hydrolens. When in the storm school, we weave hydrolencers.
So I actually don't want to just create one wizard. There's other wizards that I'm interested in. So I'm doing death because death is the best for PvE. Then I think fire is really fun for PvP, but I'm probably not going to do PvP. Even though I would be interested in doing fire PvP, but like farming gear and questing to max level just for a little bit of PvP is not really worth the time. I was also interested in making a storm wizard because they do the most damage in PvE, so they're like the fastest at finishing PvE, but that's like they're good. They're the fastest at farming. They're the best at questing. Well, not questing, but the fastest at like winning at dealing damage. But they're specifically like the fastest at dealing damage while farming. So I'm not really a farmer. I don't want to spend time farming. So I was gonna originally create a storm wizard sometime, but I don't want to actually like just farm with storm's damage. So I don't really feel like farming. I don't feel like that's worth it. So I'm just gonna create a death wizard for now too, so that I can PvE and try to solo some really hard dungeons.
Welcome to the crazy. I can even teach you advanced experiments when you reach the right level of experience. Now, I've got one spell for you. Cool. I can even teach you advanced experiments. Now, I've got one already learning multiple.
Woohoo!
At the beginning of each round of combat, some spells like this one take all. One hit cast to use Cassito, or cast a 0 hit spell to build up your hit supply.
So I have a training point. I can actually learn something from a different school, but I haven't decided on anything. I'm deaf, so I don't need to train life school because I don't need to train life school. I don't actually need to train life school because I get sacrifice, which is a healing spell. I don't need to train like satyr, life for satyr, which is what some people might, which is what like back in like 2009, 2010, that's what people would do. They'd train life for satyr, and some people would train ice to tower shield. So ice to tower from me is kind of an interesting idea, but I don't think I need it yet. So I don't really feel like doing that. I can always just use TC shields from like Ice School, Stormfire.
Here, I'll give you one now.
So I get 2 training points already. Wait, he told me to train a secondary school. Should they not fix that? That's so bait. It's literally
If you change your mind later, see me anyway. Now that you're enrolled, you get your own dorm room and this.
telling someone to train a second school is so bait because you're never gonna use those spells. Dude, I have my pet energy now, but I can't go into the pet pavilion. Can I? No, actually, I should be able to at some point. Well, no, I remember now. Right. So once you're allowed to go into the pet pavilion, they'll send you a quest message or a notification. Oh, actually, I can come. I can actually start going to the pet pavilion, but I can't fish yet for some reason. So I can start training my pet. but I really have a garbage pet right now. So I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy if I actually have to train a pet that's so bad. Well, not so bad, but train a pet with such low stats. And I'm also training a pet while I have 0 snacks to feed my pet. So that would certainly feel pretty bad. Can I even do this? Yeah, I can do this even before I do the quest. so I got this pet drop from the boss fight, but I literally got the worst pet I could get. I literally got the worst pet in the game. Well, not the worst pet in the game. I literally got one of the worst pets possible. What the? Dude, this is so annoying, but I think I think it's better for me to get the pet quest and to get the it's better for me to train the pet that they provide you with instead of this first gen pet.
Just as some patches will need you to defeat a certain number of foes, and others will require that you complete heroic deeds. Good luck in finding them all.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do this like 3 times, and then I'm gonna keep questing so that I can try to get the pet quest pet, which is a little better than this pet. So it'll be a better starting pet or starting point. So right now I'm training the pet even though I don't have snacks because it's important to do 25 rounds of this game so that I can automatically skip the game. I'm not sure if I feel like skipping the game doesn't give pet XP, so technically I don't have any snacks, so I can't even do that either. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I'm gonna have to manually train these pets because I have no snacks. Like I feel like this is torture. Like I have to manually train these pets because I don't have snacks. I think that's what. I think that's what. I think that's what I have to do because I want to train these pets up and hatch them. I have no gold. It still feels bad. But I think it's worth it to just train these pets up, even without snacks. Even without snacks. Like, this seems so dumb, but like, I have no snacks. Like, I have to do this stupid thing. I have to train these one by one. It feels so bad, but the need is so high to do this. I'm gonna train my pet before I level up. That way, it just seems better. But basically, when your pet is baby or teen, it's worth it to train it using the pet game if you don't actually have any snacks. Because I don't have any snacks. Aha! Why is... Oh, this girl gives us the pet quest, I think. I feel like Heartbeat is not worth it. It's better to use a death trap and then use a pixie than to use heartbeat. Like, doesn't it make more sense? If I'm gonna die, I should use a bigger heal. Well, nah, it's just that I just need a bigger heal.
You gotta try it like this. Oh, you just have to let me show you around Wizard City, and I'll be following outside.
This is a simple dragon point. This quest scroll, press Q, then select the city tour quest.
Yeah, I really want to get my new pet, but I'm probably not gonna get it.
This is the pond.
So I can start fishing right now. Oh wait, no, I can't fish yet because he doesn't give me the quest. Okay, so now's the time for me to talk about my concept. Basically, these Golem Court quests, these Find the Smiths quests, are really annoying for me. Like, they're really annoying. I hate them. I hate those quests, even though I've always wanted to complete every single quest, including the Catch the Smiths quests. I mean, Find the Smiths quests. But I've also been, too lazy? No, I just don't like doing those quests. So here's the idea. For my new playthrough, I'm just gonna skip all these quests. I'm not gonna do these quests because, like, I really don't care. Because I really can't be asked. So, but isn't it wrong to skip the Find the Smiths quests? Because then I don't get the training point rewards. Dude, if I do the Golem Court Tower right now, I might just die. But it's a challenge worth it.
I really... I'll need the enchanted wood from one of the wooden constructs in the Golem Tower.
Yeah, so if I skip the Find the Smiths quests, doesn't that mean I'm gonna miss out on the... That basically means I'm gonna miss out on acquiring the training points. But the thing is, you don't need training points. Like, if you don't spend training points, you don't need training points. So as long as I don't spend training points on, like, the ice school, I'll always have enough training points for the spells that I actually want. Like Spirit Blade from Crocotopia. So I'll always have enough training points as long as I don't, like, buy a lot of things. So by that theory, I can actually skip the training point quests just because those quests are so annoying and such a big, like, time investment.
So much. Like, the clockwork golem a couple floors up should have one.
So basically, I'm saying I'm just gonna skip those training point quests because, like, I really can't be bothered to do those. And since I'm skipping those extra side quests, I'm actually saving more time and I'm gonna quest a little faster, which is just gonna help me. So when I was a beginner back in 2008, I really struggled to complete the entire Golem Tower because, like, I was just a beginner and I didn't really know how to complete the tower. And I also was not using Death School. Death School has drains, so it really makes it a lot easier. Yeah, the drains really make this dungeon so much easier. But if you're using a different school from Death, it's actually not that easy. Wait, so I need to beat one of the golems, like not one of the wooden golems, but one of the metal golems. So I need to go one more floor higher. Like, there's nothing I need to train. The ideas that people would give you, or the ideas that I give myself, or I've heard of, are like ice to tower shield or balance to weakness, but those aren't really necessary unless you're doing PvP. If I were not death schooled, like if I were like fire school, I would pretty much really want to train death to feint because feint is just so good. And I almost died. Like, is this real? I can't believe it. I lost 200 health. Huh. I lost a lot of health. This is actually getting sketchy. Like, this is turning kind of sketchy. This is actually getting quite sketchy. I think I messed up. I think I actually messed up. And I'm gonna have to use a potion if I want to guarantee I don't die from second. I actually messed up. That feels pretty bad, but what if I use Heartbeat on the first turn? What if I use Heartbeat, then Death Trap, then Ghoul? Would that work? I mean, that's still really tight. I'd rather just use a potion, but that's really tight. I don't want to risk it. I think I messed up. I should have healed from the last battle using the Pixie, but that's not what happened, so. I mean, a Heartbeat would have saved me in this battle. It would have allowed me to. It would have allowed me to, like, to survive long enough that I could clear these two golems and not have to use a potion. But I just needed to be sure because, like, it's important to win. Like, this is kind of like a Nuzlocke, so that's the reason.
You've been a big help. There is okay. I need one more piece for my science project. It's going to be tough, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to. It'll require going up to the top. I need a steam capacitor to complete my project. The only one I know of would be the one. I won't blame you if you don't want to do it, but if you do, I'll give you some treasure cards for defeating the Iron Golem and bringing me the steam capacitor. Deal?
Alright, So I really want to finish this challenge at the minimum level because that's when it's most challenging, when your level is low. So I'm gonna have to do this. I think I have a good strategy going in. I'm gonna think I have the right strategy to... I think I pretty much gave myself the right strategy to get through the tower. So just now we got to the 3rd floor of the dungeon. But I think with my correct strategy, I'll be able to get even higher. Okay, see, here's the part where I use a different strategy. I'm gonna heal before I finish this fight, because I'm pretty low on health, so I need to heal. Or else I'm gonna be too low to beat the next fight. So I'm still missing some health, which is problematic, because he's gonna hit me again, but... I think what I should have done was, I could have used Pixie instead of the Heartbeat, but whatever. Yeah, I could have used Pixie instead, but... So the idea is that I should heal before finishing the last minion, because that's healing lets me like recover 300 health. I packed a lot of heals just in case something weird happens. So this is the 3rd floor. There should only be 4 or 5 floors. And I still have my potion on me. The thing about these guys, they're using life school spells, so they always deal less damage than if they're using like Thunder Snake. Sometimes they use Leprechaun, but Leprechaun does less damage than a Lightning Bats. So it's like, it's not gonna be that hard because they're not using like high damage schools. So here's when I heal. I feel like even if I wasn't playing the death school, I could still use this strategy to get through the entire dungeon. Cause like, death school only gets a little bit of healing out of ghoul. Alright, I think this is working. So I healed again with the heartbeat because it's just gonna keep my health higher. So I'll be ready for the next fight. I'm gonna be right back. So surprisingly, the AI did not attack me. He had a pit. Usually they'd use like leprechaun. I mean, imp. But like in my mind, the way the NPC works is he has 7 cards in his hand, and if he doesn't have a good card to use, he just passes. But according to my reasoning, like he would have 7 cards that are like 2 pips. So he'd have 7 leprechauns, according to my theory. Dude, I swear, like I can't. 3 goals must be enough to KO this boss. I have to use a potion because I'm out of mana. So I can only use 4 2-pip spells. So I'm out of mana. So I have to use a potion. Dude, it's crazy. You need a potion for mana. That doesn't make sense. Dude, doesn't it feel weird? If there's like a small delay when you get into the battle, doesn't that mean that you're going second? Because like right now it's like lagging. Like it always lags. I feel like it always lags when you go second. At the beginning of the fight, it always lags and then it pops out. It shows up. It shows that like you're going second against the NPCs. So I feel like every time I go second, it's probably gonna start lagging on the duel circle. Oh, what just happened? So I could heal with heartbeat, or I could just not heal at all. Dude, playing through Golem Tower was honestly pretty exciting. Like, it's literally just Wizard City, but it's pretty fun. I'm gonna make this game not very fun. Dude, I could die right here. If I fizzle and he Thunder Snakes me next turn. Yeah, so healing with Fairy would have been a safer move, because I could fizzle with Ghoul. Dude, Death School is pretty cool. My first, like, main wizard was... The first wizard I brought to a really high level was Life School, and I had, like, Leprechaun. And Leprechaun is, like, not that cool, but Ghoul is really cool. So it feels so good to have a Death Wizard instead of a Life Wizard.
You defeated the Iron Golem? Wow! You know how many students have tried and were defeated? You are amazing, young wizard. And true to my word, here are the treasure cards I promised. Remember,
Bloodbat and Ghoul.
I know you'll need them in the
I mean, I
future.
guess I will
Bye
need them.
now. Wizard, hello? Oh, don't worry about that, because the next stop on our tour is the shopping district, where you can prepare for anything.
Dude, I'm so poor. I just want to buy some. I just want to buy. I just want to hatch a pet. I don't need anything else. I just want to hatch the pet, but it's so expensive. It's so dang expensive. Like, these are like new wizard problems. Like, I'm so poor. Whoa.
your gear lacks a little something, this is the first place you should come to improve it. But if you're light on gold, just come this way. So you're a young student, you don't have all... That's why you come to Old Town's Bazaar, run by Mr. Alex Silverface.
Dude, I have to take off my clothing and sell everything I have. I have to start stripping and then I have to sell everything I have. Yes, I even have to sell my TC and my reagents as well. I have to start stripping and take off. I have to take off everything I have and sell it. I have to take off everything and then sell everything I have. God dang it. Dude, I'm serious. I'm gonna sell everything I have. I'm gonna sell everything because I need some money right now. I need to go buy something. God dang it. These third world wizard countries. Third world problems. I have third world problems. I need to sell everything. I'm actually serious. I need to sell everything.
Greetings, young wizard. But first, bring the mistwood back to me.
What?
We'll soon have you a nice new place to work.
Okay, I was just kidding. I didn't actually need to sell all my clothing, but I already sold it, so I can't really get it back, but I just sold everything, every piece of clothing I had. I sold everything except my deck and my wand and my pet, because you can't sell a pet, at least, well, I'm gonna keep my pet, but you can't sell a mount. You can't sell mounts unless it's like permanent versions or some very few mounts can actually be sold. But yeah, I sold everything for a purpose.
Well, hello. Say, I found this book on one of the benches while I was strolling to work this morning. It looks important, and I don't have time to drop it by the library. Would you take it there for me?
I need some mistwood so that I can complete that quest. But I guess I'm not completing it because there's no mistwood here. There should be mistwood somewhere. There is no mistwood here. Okay, I'm gonna complete this crafting quest because I just want to finish that quest right now. But there is a reason I sold every piece of clothing I had. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, like, definitely not, but there is a reason I stripped off everything and sold everything. I sold all my hats, all my shoes, all my rings, like, there is a reason I had to do that. I just had to do that. It's not that I felt like it's not that I wanted to do it, but I had to do that. Dude, where's the mistwood? Like, it has to be somewhere. I swear to God, there is mistwood here. There's a mushroom and mistwood right there. I just need to cut through the trees. Isn't... Ah. Dude, I thought the quest said get the wood, so basically that would have been a weird title for a quest. Get the wood. Ugh. Yeah, but I literally just stripped down and sold everything I have. Maybe I was just stripping because some people. Never mind. Because I just felt like it. Like maybe I was just doing that because I felt like it.
Miss Tangletree gets to work with.
Now with a basic crafting table. Now with your work table first. When you have made 2 daggers of absolution, bring them back to me and I'll award you a novice crafter badge.
Alright, here's the reason I sold everything I had.
When you're finished.
So she just gave me a crafting quest. I have to craft these daggers, but before I craft them, I have to buy the recipe from her for money. So I sold all my clothing because I was preparing to buy the recipe from her for a lot of money. But turns out I didn't need to spend that much. Turns out I didn't need to sell all my clothing, but it's too late. I already took off all my clothing. I already showed everybody everything. It's too late. I can't change what happened.
Beware. We've got one.
What the?
Now what? Oh, it's a pet. You kind of like a wizard's familiar. Help out. But it shouldn't be in that tower. That's the key. Oh, right. I'm dead. Wizard, go with the pet. Work together and find out what's happening in that tower.
So apparently it does not give me a pet. This quest doesn't give me a pet yet, which is
You
weird.
now have a pet egg in
Ah.
your inventory. Once it hatches, you can equip the pet just as you would a wand and bring it into the tower.
Okay, so I do have a pet. So instead of training this pet with low stats, 100 base stats, this pet has higher stats in every category. So I'm gonna start training Baron von Kali. That's actually a pretty good name. Those are like specialized names. KingsIsle usually gives you random names, like Young Sammy, but for the first pets you get, I guess they give you special names. So I can actually start training this pet in the pet pavilion. So I'm gonna train this pet to adult, and then I'm gonna hatch it with a different pet because I need a different pet because it's important. It's really important. It's gonna, well, it's not, I don't need a pet, but it's gonna do something special. It's gonna be special! It's gonna be a really cool pet. It's gonna be a really cool pet. It's gonna be like, it's gonna shock the, it's gonna be really cool. It's a really cool idea. I just need 20k gold, but I have 0k gold, so whatever. It leveled up to teen in one like pet game. I don't believe it. I don't know what just happened. So I can use Death Assist. How did it level up in one game? How did it level up in one game? I'm confused. Well, that was magical, but that was also kind of weird. Dude, I have a new spell. So I think the way it works is the pet uses Death Cat first, and then I cast my own spell. That's actually really cool. I really have to just use all my energy for this. Like, I really have to get this to adult, so then I can hatch it. Cause I want to make a really cool project. It's gonna be really cool, really exciting. At least for me, it's gonna be something I'm trying to do. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I was reading up on the Midnight Cat. So the free pets that you get that I just got, like the Midnight Cat for Death School, these free pets are apparently very sticky. So it might be hard to get a different pet body than this one, like to get a different pet. Dude, this is so like spam heavy. I literally gotta keep spamming these games. I have to use all my energy. Well, I don't have to, but I want to get this pet up. Well, I don't have to train him right now because theoretically, if I get a few snacks, I'll be able to just feed him snacks instead of actually manually like pushing him higher. But I'm almost done with all my energy, so I think I should be good to go soon. I can't actually hatch a pet because I don't have any pet. I don't have enough money to hatch. So I don't actually have to train him right now today, but I'll see how much energy I need. So I do need basically every 4 energy I use turns into 4 XP. So I need like 230 pet energy, and I only have 20. So I should start training him as if I really want to hatch him. But I also have 0 gold, so I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. I think I'll get my gold from fishing for like blackberry jellyfish in either Arrow Village or a new village. Basically, you can go to a housing. Basically, people own houses in this game, and you can visit their houses and you can fish in their houses. So I'm gonna be able to fish for some fish that I can then sell. Dude, I feel like even if you're blind, you can still play this game because I'm pretty sure the 4 arrow keys have 4 different sounds, and the sounds are always the same every time. So even if like someone was blind, they could still play this game just based off of which sound. So I just trained the pet, and it's 1/6 of the way to getting to adult. So I'm making progress. And I should be able to get enough gold soon from fishing, so I'm pretty much ready. Pretty much ready. I wonder when I'll be able to fish.
You say? Oh, she probably dropped it on her way to the fairgrounds. You best give it to her yourself.
Weirdly, I have a quest from Merrill Ambrose, but I don't even know why he'd give me a quest.
Your return. Oh, that book. I gave that one to Regina for her to use as research for a science project. She's just inside Golem Court if you want to give it back to her. I left my book on a bench. Her eyes get... Oh, yes! This has all the notes I was taking on my science project. I'm sure glad you found this. It was a lot of work for me. Thank you ever so much.
So like I talked about how I was gonna do challenging dungeons such as Sunken City. So I guess for me the first challenging dungeon that I went through was Golem Tower for this playthrough.
I want you to
Yeah, that's one quest I'm not gonna do. I feel like that quest doesn't do anything. Like, I mean, I feel like it's just a time sink quest. Like, I'm not gonna do anything with that quest. It's just there to teach beginners, but I've already played a lot, so I wouldn't need to do that tutorial.
No, I lost. I can't believe
Shouldn't have come to this town. Shouldn't have done that. Like my plan to turn all pets into pets.
If you have a pet equipped, it can help you in battle.
Oh yeah, this is interesting. I kind of get why it turned into a teen pet after one like pet training game. I think the reason is because they want you to finish one quest and then level up the pet. Every time you finish a quest, it gives your pet 1 pet XP. So the idea was that it would get the pet XP. It would get 1 pet XP and level up the team. And so then you'd be able to use the Maycast talent. And the make cast talent is basically this thing. You can, or it will cast. You can basically make your pet attack him, and then you can attack him after your pet attacks. But I don't need to use it this fight because there's no reason to when I don't have any. Because it burns happiness from the pet. But I don't have any snacks to feed my pet, so I can't boost that happiness level.
I know what I did, but I threw the key to my pet kennel into the kennel itself. You can't get through the...
What? That's terrible. Huh? Oh, I'm Penny Dreadful. I'm new here. When I knew were great though. But I don't suppose what about your pet? It's pretty small.
And you are now commanding your pet.
Whoa!
Now, to get to places and see things, wizards can. Use this ability to enter the next room.
Dude, people were roasting Ratbeard for getting the idea to transform into your pet from his kid. His kid basically told him that it would be a cool idea to transform into your pet. But and people were roasting him because they were saying it's a horrible idea, but it's actually a pretty good idea. This is actually pretty cool, especially with the new pets that are so cool. What the heck? But like the thing is, the quest just said that only pets can get into certain locations, but they obviously haven't implemented that tool yet into the game, into the quests.
Now that your pet has retrieved the key, you
Great. Now let's go save all those poor pets.
Oh,
These cells have combination locks, and I mean, maybe the captive pet saw him. Maybe we can guess the combo. Let's see. 00001. Our only sensible option is to find some way to talk to these captive pets and get the combo.
Yep, I saw that smelly guy put in the combo lots of times. It's 000003.
woohoo! Yeah, boy. Why is there a flying squirrel? Holy.
Don't worry, I'll make sure after they're safe. For right now, though, go tell the guard outside what's happening here.
So we have to do the side quests before we can go into areas, the next few streets.
You saved the pets.
Speaking of which, your pet has gained enough experience, XP, with this talent. You can command your pet to attack. Select your pet. This talent costs a bit of your pet's happiness each time you use it. You can increase...
I've got alarming reports from Cyclops Lane and Triton Avenue, and I haven't heard anything out of Firecat Alley. So, where do you want to start?
This is actually pretty good. Pomegranate. It lets you... It's a mega snack, basically.
Triton
It gives a lot of pet
Avenue's
XP.
overrun by the undead. I don't have... You're not the first student to offer help. Two wizards named Griffin Lane went in a little while ago, and there was another name, but none of them have come out, and I've got no word. Can you help me try to find them? Good luck. Above all, be careful.
Lucky you came along. Something has broken the flow of storm magic through the street. Those towers should have arcs of lightning between. My sister Susie and I came to see if we could help get things back under control, but we got separated. Oh, can you create a diversion so I can try to break through? Attack the minions, and I'll meet you by the river.
Back in the day, the Triton Avenue questline was different. In some ways, it was like you were basically Artur, the guy that gave us the quest, is the brother of Susie Griffinbane, who is like basically captured today in the modern questline. But back in the day in 2008 and stuff, back then the questline was basically where you were talking to the sister and you had to save her brother. But they changed it so it's like you have to save the girl in the modern version of the questline. So it's like I guess it's not as cool as it used to be, but I mean the original Triton Avenue questline, I guess it was more of a game from like the 2000s. It's like a game from the 2000s, whereas so if a kid in 2021 or 2022 played Triton Avenue, they would feel like this game would be like a game from back in 2008. It would feel like this game was an old game. They would really feel the age of the game. So I guess it's better to have a more modern like quest line. Even though maybe for me the old quest line was better because it just felt more interesting. But I guess for the lifespan or for like the health of the game, it's better to rework the quest line. Because I guess what I'm saying is it played like a game from the original quest line played like a game from like 2008, 2009, 2010. Okay, let's try classic mode. Because then we can go back to the classic like artwork. And that kind of would make me nostalgic and it'd look a lot cooler. Well, maybe a little bit cooler. Like this really looks like a game from like back in the day. Like I tried World of Warcraft and it really looked like an old game. And also the controls of World of Warcraft, they were all very outdated. Like anybody playing that game could tell that it was a really old game. And it was also like World of Warcraft is also kind of buggy. So it was like I was trying the game out and it was not worth it. Like there's even like World of Warcraft replicas, games that are like copying World of Warcraft but on like iOS, basically iPad or Android devices that are more modern and feel a lot better to play than World of Warcraft. Like that's what I think about World of Warcraft. I just think it's an outdated game. Like I don't think new players would want to play that game in 2022. It just feels so outdated. Oh.
Thanks for the help, Wizard. I wouldn't have gone. I'm worried something terrible has happened. On my way here, I saw one of the light. Maybe she just dropped it. But maybe
I couldn't help it over here. They're very loud. If you can bring me down.
Really? How?
Duncan Grimwater, necromancer. I was drawn here by a massive surge of death magic. It must be the reason. I wish Malistaire is alive. Impossible. I don't know what you saw, but you must be mistaken. Malistaire was a great man. The greatest necro.
Can we talk about...
You're right. Wizard, bring me that wand, and I think I can get to the bottom of this.
So they actually updated his questline which is actually very relevant. I should get rid of the clothing because then I can sell it easier. If I get rid of the clothing, it's easier for me to sell. That sounds kind of stupid, but you have to sell all your items if you wanna hatch a pet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just really want to hatch a pet, so I'm gonna sell all these random gear pieces. I'm gonna sell everything except my deck and my wand. Sweet, I got a pet snack that gives 1 XP. I'm gonna feed that to my pet. Because I have nothing at all. I mean, dude, it's crazy. On my main account, I have so many snacks, but like, this account has nothing. Like, all I got is a deck and a wand. All I have is a deck and a wand. Like, there's nothing else I have.
Excellent. Susie
Jesus.
is still alive. I can sense it from her.
I'm so rich on my
I
other
think I can
account.
find her, but there's one more thing I need. I know a ritual that could grant me a vision of wherever Susie is. It's very... The connection between Susie and her wand is one anchor for the ritual. When I was trying to reach the source of the death magic, I ran a...
That doesn't make any sense.
They were wearing strange amulets that were crackling with storm energy. Bring me those amulets and I can cast my spell.
So I think that's gonna be the end for today. I have to go do things, so I'm gonna have to pause for now. Actually, I'm gonna craft this and then I'm gonna pause. And then I'm gonna submit the quest and then end there, just because it's the perfect timing. I'm also gonna like train the pet off camera because the pet needs to be trained. So I have to wait a minute before I can craft this again. Well, that feels bad. I'll just wait a minute.
My good, you won't be able to enter that area until the transfer is complete.
How is that? Dude, I was literally just in the bazaar, but apparently I'm not allowed to go back in there.
Those are quite nice indeed. When you earn a new crafting badge, you can buy more advanced recipes, allowing you to create new and
Dude, someone has a cool mount.
items.
Dude, why is it lagging so badly? Holy fuck. That mount is pretty clean.
I said I could get to become a
So I think I'm gonna pause the recording for today, because that was the last quest I needed to do. So that is the first part of this journey.